Yeah.
Yeah.
He was in front of the store, and he said something to me.
Yeah.
He called me a sissy, like he used to. And then his son said it, too. And,
well, you...
I mean, don't you reach a point, at a certain age when you don't call someone a sissy anymore and you start using swears?
That's true. You should tell him to grow up. What did you say?
Well, I pretended I didn't hear him.
Right.
And then he started shouting it.
So that backfired, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I did come back, and I told him to step back because I'm joining the military.
And did he believe you?
Yeah, he called me a sissy again. Wow, I didn't know they take sissies in the military.
Yeah.
So at the end, when I was walking away, I said, hey, at least I'm not doing nothing with my life.
That's telling him, Ben.
Yeah, but that also backfired pretty quickly.
Why?
Well, I'm doing nothing with my life.
But you're going into the military, Ben.
Dad, I'm not kidding. I mean, maybe I said that in the heat of the moment, but when I was walking home afterwards, I think it's not a bad idea. I'm going to join the Army, or the Navy, or both.
Well, it actually might be a good experience for you.
The military needs more sissies.
Yeah.
I could change the whole complexion of the military.
Yeah.
Yeah, then I was thinking, Dad, that if I join the Army, I could kill Jimmy Solare.
That's true.
I'll get a pearl-handled sidearm like Patton, and I'll shoot Jimmy Solare. I'm in full uniform. Who are they going to believe?
I wouldn't mention that to the recruiter.
What did I? I'm joining because I want to commit murder. I would think that would be a good thing. Hit me in the stomach as hard as you can, Dad.
No.
No, I'm serious.
No, I'm not programmed to do that.
Hit it right here, though. Right in the center.
Ah!
Well, I didn't feel that. Hit it harder.
Let me take a good shot here.
Well, don't wind up. This is how Houdini died. What's my favorite type of movie, though, honestly, Dad?
Sissy Boys Go to Hell.
Hi, I'm Ted Alexandro.
Could you have a seat, please?
Okay, so I'll just be over here if you need me.
Okay.
I can't help but ask. You look very... Did I go to high school with you?
I don't think so.
I could have sworn, because you... God, I think we did.
Well, where did you go to school?
I went to St. Francis Prep.
Where?
St. Francis Prep.
I've never heard of it.
Never?
No, never.
Because there's just a girl who sat behind... Can I sit behind you for a second?
No.
You know what? It might have been... Did you ever go to a football game at St. Francis Prep?
No.
A basketball game?
I've never been to St. Francis Prep.
You know what I think it might have been?
What?
The dance-a-thon at St. Francis Prep? 1987 charity fundraiser? Yeah, that was it. The B-52s. We danced together, didn't we? So, are you going to homecoming? 10 years coming up. On for old St. Francis, on red and...
I'm sure some of the experience, your teaching experience, was pleasant.
Yeah. To me, the funniest thing was watching little kids try to say the Pledge of Allegiance. Because they don't know what the hell they're saying.
Right.
They'll try to say it right, but it'll come out like anything. They'll be like, and Tuna Republic, 4 midgets stand, 1 Asian, 1 Debra, invisible, library, injustice for all. And then the other kids will correct them. It'll be like, it's not 4 midgets stand. It's 4 witches stand, 1 Asian, 1 Debra. So stupid. I think my favorite teachers were probably art teachers. They were so bizarre, They were like the homeless people of the faculty. All disheveled and dirty, just always digging through the garbage looking for bottles and egg cartons and things.
Right.
Just always making announcements when you're on your way out the door already. They'll be like, people, listen up. Get him. If any of your neighbors or relatives have any paper towel rolls, start bringing them in. We're going to be making vases for Mother's Day. And it always backfired on me because around Mother's Day, my mom would get all depressed and start yelling at us how we were selfish and only thought of ourselves, which only made it worse because then you had to whip out the paper towel roll like, huh? You were saying? And I believe this pasta necklace is yours too. I think the best time of all when you're in grammar school has got to be when you get a sub. When you get a sub, it is like pandemonium. As soon as the sub walks in the door, the rules fly right out the window.
Right.
Everybody's changing seats. It's like, sit anywhere. She'll never know. How could she know she's a sub? Right? You do that little sub dance. Even the kids who couldn't dance be like, You walk in like, what do we have, a sub?
Uh-huh.
And there was always one part of the sub's name that could be made fun of.
Yeah.
Mrs. Tittleman. Mrs. Dinglehofer. I think that's how you got to be a sub. The review board was like, I'm sorry, Mr. Smith, we just don't have any work at this point. Mr. Wilcox, right this way.
Hey, Dad, can you keep it down? Because I'm trying to watch the news here, and there's so much conflict going on right now. It's just like ridiculous.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you something. This guy's got to be stopped.
No, that's for sure. But my feeling about all this conflict in the world is that it can be resolved in a peaceful manner, just by talking things out.
Oh, come on.
I make my living solving problems by talking, so it's very hard for me to think that the world can't do that.
What a sissy. I mean, at this point right now, Dad, where we stand,
Right.
I would not be surprised if we went to DEFCON 4.
What is DEFCON 4?
DEFCON 4 is the final moment before we
launch?
We press the buttons.
Before this administration, there was no button. It was all manual.
You had to crank. But you know what, Dad? Right now in my life, I don't have a lot going on, right?
Mm-hmm.
So is the military that bad an option for me?
I don't really think you understand the concept of boot camp. It's not really like camp.
No softball?
No. And you didn't like camp. You came home after 3 weeks with pink eye. You remember that?
Yeah, that was hell.
And the camp director was trying to convince us that it had to do with kids peeing outside of the bunk.
Right in my eye.
Laura, may I say something to you?
Could you have a seat, please?
Can I tell you something?
I have a feeling you're going to.
Okay. I'm sure a lot of people think that you're not warm or you're unenthusiastic or whatever. You know how I find you? I find you refreshing, authentic, and sweet.
Really? Wow.
Uh-oh.
Thank you.
Don't.
That's really nice.
Hey, be careful there. Tell me to shut up or sit down or something. Or...
Could you sit down now?
Yes, that's it.
Seriously, could you sit down?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, I will.
Are you, really crazy or,
You're sweet.
Tell me, how are you sleeping? Are you sleeping okay? You seem well rested.
Yeah, I had a great night's sleep, and I dreamed a lot, too.
You want to tell me about it?
I was aware that I was going to have an interview with Laurence Olivier, and I was a little nervous about it.
I don't blame you.
I went in, and we had some exchange right away, and there was a little funny, and then he made me feel very at ease. He was very talkative.
That was a gift he had.
Yeah?
And what do you think that dream is about?
Jeez. I don't know.
Was your father's approval important to you growing up?
I worshipped my father. I kind of imitated him. Were you getting at something? Did you?
No, I'm just trying to help you figure out what that dream means.
Mm-hmm.
Freud said it's the dreamer, not the dream. He knew how to stop a conversation, Freud.
Hi, Laura.
Hi.
How you doing?
Do you have something in your teeth?
Why, you got a problem?
Or you keep sucking on them?
Have you ever been called a sissy, Laura?
No.
You're never going to believe this, but yesterday I was walking home from the store, right?
Yeah?
This guy, who I know, calls me a sissy.
Oh, I hate that.
I thought you said you never got called a sissy.
Yeah, but I hate guys that call people sissies.
Well, I called him one back.
Well, I hate that.
Well, he called me one.
And then, then you're no better than he is.
No, I'm a little better.
To think of something better to say.
I called him a chump once, I think.
Chump is good. I like chump.
Wait, so was your father's approval important to you growing up? I know I just asked you that.
Are you kidding? You didn't, you weren't?
You know what, this pen isn't writing. I'm sorry, Jeff.
Yeah, but you don't have to refer to your notes to refresh your memory about something I just told you, do you?
I do listen, but, sometimes listening and retaining information are two very different skills.
But it's true. I'll bet you see, how much are you in here? You see people just one after another, like a car washer. It must be boring, tedious, and, oh.
I love my work. I love delving into the realm of the unconscious. In fact, I think I might be slipping into that realm right now.
Okay, well, I feel bad that I'm not entertaining you.
No,
But that's me.
no.
But that's me. That's my thing. That I feel like
You don't have to entertain me, Jeff. That's not the arrangement. You come here and you pay me, in exchange for which... well, let's come back to that.
It's not that I don't want you to. I just know that you won't.
No, I mean, look, the only problem I have, right, with joining the military is I have flat feet.
Do you?
Take a look at these.
Ew.
Yeah. I also have smelly feet.
Yes.
My bunkmate's going to be pissed off.
No, because I was going to ask you if it's
Yes.
important to you to be liked.
if I were to be honest, the answer would, at least in some large percentage, have to be yes. I'm trying to leaven that with a little healthy and mature sense of myself. See what I mean? Am I talking too generally?
No, I think that what I hear you saying, Jeff, is that you want to be graded on a sliding scale like everybody else. But that your approval rating is down 6%.
All right, before I go, Laura, I want you to do me a favor.
What?
Take your best shot.
Really?
Ow. Take your best shot right here at Ben.
Okay.
Right here in the stomach. Not the stomach, the arm. My dad hit me in the stomach this morning. Look at the raspberry.
Wow.
Punch me in the arm. Right here, as hard as you can.
All right.
Go ahead, take your best shot. I'm sure just
All right.
you're a girl, but I'm sure that maybe you're packing
All right, here
a
we go.
punch, so.
Again?
Shut up.
Let me ask you, have you seen these cops on bikes around here?
Yeah, I've seen them.
Aren't we getting a little too recreational here? I mean, what's next? The cop on a pogo stick? It'll be like, pull over. Pull over. I would think the squad car cop is to the cop on a bike as the sketch artist is to the Etch-a-Sketch artist. It'd be like, okay, what did he look like? Okay. Right, okay. Was he going downstairs by chance? Do you do any dream analysis, Dr. Katz?
I do, but that's extra.
I had this dream the other day that I was making out with my cousin.
Yeah.
Can you read anything into that, Doc?
I'm trying, I think it's not so much what that dream means to me, it's what it means to you, and ultimately to your cousin.
Right.
But it also could be a longing for a familial closeness that you're missing in your life.
Yeah, I could see some validity to that. But why her? I have other cousins that are more attractive.
We got to start somewhere.
You know, Dr. Katz, I'm single, and I don't know, occasionally I'm asked the question, so what are you, gay? Which bothers me, not because I dislike gays or think there's anything wrong with being gay, but why does it immediately have to be that? You know, Batman, Superman, they were single. Did you ever think of that? I might be a superhero?
No, you're absolutely... What?
Maybe the demands on my time are such that a relationship, as much as I'd like one, is out of the question right now. Maybe my love for this great metropolis supersedes whatever petty need I have for intimacy.
Hey, John.
What's wrong, man? You look uncomfortable.
Yeah, can I use the John?
Ooh.
The latrine?
I can't let you use the bathroom.
What are you talking about? You can't let me use the bathroom?
See the sign under the late fee sign?
Customers can't use the restrooms.
Right.
Yeah, but I'm not a customer.
You sure are a customer. You're a very good customer.
Well, buddy, and I call you buddy because
Because you need to use the bathroom. I understand.
Yes.
You're my buddy now.
Come
'cause
on,
you need to
Todd.
use
I
the
mean, I
bathroom.
know there's a sign and I know there's a policy, but policies are made to be broken. I mean, you know how many policies I broke today?
Hey, if it were my store, you could use the bathroom.
Well, where's Vic?
Vic's actually in the bathroom.
How long is that going to take?
He's reading the new Leonard Maltin guide in there.
That's over 1,000 pages.
Yeah.
No, I got hit in the stomach by my father.
Accidentally, I hope.
I asked him to.
You wanted to get punched in the stomach?
Well, it was a test of will.
What's that thing on your arm?
I got hit.
You got hit again?
Yeah. Not by my dad this time.
Who hit you this time?
Look, this is a little embarrassing. I just want to go to the bathroom and then get out of here, maybe rent a video. How about that?
I'll tell you what, if you let me punch you,
Are you serious?
I'll look the other way.
Well,
Because that way I can justify. I can say, hey, I punched him. I work here.
well, you know what? I'm going to pee right here because this is crazy.
I'll call the cops.
There's no way out of this, right? I got to get hit.
You don't have to get hit. You just won't use
All
this
because some
bathroom.
guy called me a sissy. When does it end? Huh?
Someone called you a sissy?
Just hit me.
All right, where do you want me to? I'll let you choose where I hit you. That's how nice I am.
All right. The ass.
You want me to punch your ass?
I kind of do, yeah. I mean, only because it's the most padded part of my body. What if someone comes in and you're punching my ass?
What if someone comes in and you're using the bathroom?
All right, go ahead, punch.
Okay, boom.
I peed.
Ben, you know, a lot of these wars that happen today happen on computers. One guy pushes a button, and several people die.
See, that's good for me because I'm not a gun guy, you know, or a knife guy. I'll tell you, when I get going in the military, I'm gonna do hand-to-hand stuff.
You know, it's hard to go through life being a timid, non-violent, somewhat fearful individual. And
Well, Dad, you seem to have the hang of it.
I know what you're doing, and I think what's important for me is that you understand the difference between being manly and being a man.
Well, Dad, you're saying that you're saying I'm soft.
I'm not saying you're soft. I'm saying that you
said I'm timid, non-violent. Didn't you say soft?
No.
Oh.
I said timid, non-violent, and fearful. I never use the word soft.
I'm not those. I'm soft.
Oh.
Fluffy. Cute.
Let me ask you this, Ben, because I think a lot of this it's you wanting to know what you're made of, really.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this: Would you lay your life on the line for me?
No. Would you lay your life on the line for me?
I absolutely would in a heartbeat.
You would?
I would take a bullet for you and bring it wherever you like. No, I would lay my life on the line for you in a second.
Would you play Russian roulette with me right now?
No. But thank you for asking.
So bottom line, Dad, what do you think? I should join or I should refrain?
I say refrain. You know, don't think of it as retreat. Think of it as having the courage not to join.
So what do I do? Let's say I see Jimmy Solari tomorrow on the way back from the store, and he calls me a sissy. And what do I say?
You can't let him get to you, Ben, because think about what kind of miserable wretch would call a 25-year-old man a sissy. What kind of suffering is going on inside that mind?
I'd like to know and then use it against him.
Well, maybe you can ask him.
So I should say...
I'll be Jimmy Solari.
Okay.
Hey, Sissy-Boy. Sissy-Boy Katz.
Hey, Jimmy, let me ask you a question.
Shoot.
No, you got to cut me off with more sissy
okay.
stuff, because he wouldn't let me.
Okay.
Hey, Jimmy, let me ask you a question, seriously.
Yeah, nice blouse. I don't know what
I'm not wearing a blouse.
Okay. Look, I'm new at this, Ben.
Okay. Jimmy.
Yes, Sissy-Boy.
I don't know what kind of suffering you're going through but right now in your life that you feel the need to call me a sissy.
Well, I'm trapped in a
wait
very...
a second, Jimmy, I'm not done yet.
Okay.
But let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Calling me a sissy is not going to help you
Feel better about myself.
feel better about yourself. And here comes the question for you, Jimmy. Here comes the question.
Okay.
Or is it?
One of the things I need to work on is, it kind of boiled down to an issue of patience.
Really?
I suffer a little bit from lack of patience.
Can you be a little more specific? Can you give me an example of what you're talking about?
Well, let me see if I were to give you a specific...
I mean, I believe you.
Nothing is springing to mind. Well, okay, something occurs. I mean, I was in the post office the other day. I'm in line, and, I'm waiting, and I was waiting there for... I was there like 5 hours, and I almost left. I really did.
Well, that Jeff, is a problem with the postal system more than your impatience.
Wow. I might be extremely patient, in fact.
I'm writing down too patient.
Too patient. I'm too
T-O-O.
patient. Oh, you think I am? Do you think it might be a problem that I'm too patient?
No, I'm putting a question mark after that. Too patient, question mark. And then I'm writing under that, too patient, T-O, patient. I gotta throw this pad out.
Dr. Katz, you ever ask someone how they're doing, and then you upgrade their response?
Yeah.
It's like, hey, how's it going? All right. Good. Good. Bumped you up. How's it going? Good. Great. Upgraded you.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes people are a little too happy. You have to downgrade them. It's like, how's it going? Phenomenal. Okay. Bring it down a couple of notches, because you're a little too happy, and it's irritating. So I'm Catholic, Dr. Katz. I'm a Catholic boy. A good Catholic boy, some might say. I go to church every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
Preacher's preaching, choir's singing. You look up at the crucifix and you think, man, Jesus had great abs. You know what I mean, right? Because he was cut.
He was in shape.
That's what you want in a savior. You want him to be in shape. Because have you seen Buddha? Sloppy.
Right.
Sloppy, slopola.
We're going to have to stop now. Our time is up.
Keep it here for the final never-before-seen episodes of Dr. Katz, as well as those starring Jon Stewart, Jeff Goldblum, and David Duchovny during the Dr. Katz Marathon. And don't forget to catch Dr. Katz during our animation block Sunday nights at 11. Now stay tuned for Dr. Katz, next.